Hello, YouTube. Today I'm going to do a book review on the book titled The Hearts We Burn by Brianna Cole. Now, this book starts off with a woman named Adria. She is sitting in this parking garage waiting for her husband to show up for one of her therapy sessions. The reason why she's in therapy is because 3 months ago, she lost her two unborn daughters, her best friend Camara, and her nephew Jamal. And that's why she has to go to these therapy sessions. Now, her husband, Keon, does not show up for the therapy session, and she has to go in the doctor's office by herself. She ends up talking to her doctor, and at the end of the session, she ends up getting upset because the doctor cannot prescribe her any more antidepressants. The Brianna Cole, the author, wants to make it seem like that Adria is addicted to these pills, and at the time, her doctor refused to refill them. Okay, let's move on. Next, we're going to talk about Keon, who is Adria's husband. I would describe his character as selfish because he hates the fact that his wife walks around sad and spends most of her day in the nursery that was for her two unborn daughters. And I'm like, why would you be sad? I'm not sad, but why would you be mad that your wife, is grieving? It's like it's hard for him to understand that everybody handles sadness in different ways. Okay, next character I'm going to talk about is Camira. Camira, I would describe her as a gold digger. She meets this guy named Leo. Leo already had two wives. Next, he takes on Camira as his third wife. Camira thinks he's a nice guy, but she later learns that Leo is very abusive and controlling. He ends up killing his first two wives. He kidnaps Camira and Jamal, and he causes Adria to lose her two unborn daughters. Now you may wonder, why did he do all this? Well, Leo is gay and he uses women as a cover because he is gay. So once he kidnaps Kamira and Jamal, he ends up taking them to live in Texas. Kamira, she's unhappy, miserable, because she has no contact with her family and her family thinks she's dead. And Leo, like I said earlier, is very mean to her. Also, her bodyguard is this guy named Kareem. Kareem is Leo's uncle. And at first, Adria's, not Adria, Kamira thinks that Kareem is kind of annoying because he's always around. But later on in the story, you're going to learn that she ends up falling in love with Kareem. Also, her and Kareem plot to expose Leo to his father, Obi. They believe that if they tell Obi or show him some footage of Leo messing with his lover, then maybe she would be able to escape. Later on in the story, Kamira ends up just telling Obi without any evidence that Leo is gay. Obi is not happy with this information, and he instructs Leo to kill Kamira. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the end because I'm going to let you all read it yourselves. This is an urban fiction book. It has 244 pages. It was first published in 2020. It took me a month to read this book. I started reading it June 26th of 2026, and I finished it July 26th of 2026. How exciting this book is, I give it a 5 out of 5. The ease of reading, a 5 out of 5. And my overall rating, a 5 out of 5. I think this book is very interesting because it contains a lot of unexpected events. I was surprised to find out that Kareem, the bodyguard, ended up killing someone. And when you read the story, you're going to find out why it's surprising. I'm going to take away that I should be grateful for everything I have in the present. Because if you read about Chimera, she wants to get rich fast. And she learns that money does not bring happiness. And she regrets the choices that she has made in her past. Hello to my new subscribers and hello to my old subscribers. Please like, comment, and subscribe and leave your comments down below. Bye bye.